First of all, I'd like to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of my many friends, also to my many enemies. Once again, this is another episode done on my phone of Roosevelt Sounds Off. Thank everybody for tuning in, rating, and subscribing. It's very much appreciated from me to you. If you're just watching this video, please hit the subscribe button along with the bell icon. That's why you will get new information and get notified anytime I upload a video or go live. Let's get into this story. Now, as many of you all know, that yesterday I was on the southwest side of Chicago, and one of the guys who I know on Facebook named Martin the Crime Chaser, he had broke a story that was going on the southwest side in the Inglewood area around the corner of 56 and Ashland. It's about the Chicago police. What the Chicago Police Department did was to set up what is called a bait truck. For many of y'all who don't know, a bait truck is pretty much a truck that is loaded with, all kinds of electronics, maybe clothes, maybe shoes or whatever. And it's put in a poor Black or Latin community. And what they do is unlock the door of it. And basically it's putting temptation in the way of already poor people who don't have anything. So whenever a person sees this truck unlocked full of electronics, shoes, clothes, or whatever, and they go and touch that truck or try to go on and steal something, then federal agents and police swarm out of nowhere and lock the person up and possibly charge them with a felony. So there was a bait truck parked on 56 and Ashland yesterday, but Martin came out, and a whole lot of people saw it on Martin's Facebook Live. And, several of the activists like Jedediah came out, and Charles McKenzie, who's another activist who I know, came out and had it on their live and everything. And the main thing that Jedediah told the police is, take this bait truck, get this bait truck the fuck out of here. That's exactly how he said it. But the day before, even before Martin broke the story of the bait truck, it was first broke by Charles McKenzie, who's the other activist, because he had followed or saw this bait truck on 59th Street. So right now, this is going to be kind of a long clip, but I'm going to play this clip for you from the Charles McKenzie's Facebook Live, and you're going to see him talking to and even confronting police about causing crime in our community when they're supposed to be solving crime. So be sure to look at this clip, and I will be right back, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I think, and trust me, I will not hold back.
The main town can't wait till they clear the block. We need to see what type of merchandise that they come sell. I'm with that type of shit, you know that?
Yeah. They send people up with this truck right here. They parking this truck on your block with shoes.
Hey, that's sad, man. Y'all can't put no cases on us, y'all been in it. Y'all dirty, man. Y'all dirty, man. Y'all dirty, man. Y'all see kids playing ball, y'all park a fucking Nike truck.
Hey,
full of Nikes in the ghetto.
They parked the Nike truck right here on 60th. It's like a bait truck.
Really?
Talk for the people, man. That's a setup. It's a bait truck, man.
Bait
Kids
truck.
playing ball.
They come
Y'all
and get
park
you.
an empty Nike truck with Nike boxes in the ghetto. In the ghetto.
That's not a conscious decision.
I don't give a fuck. You would have did it in your neighborhood.
No, what up?
Never real. You did it in your neighborhood. But the black people laugh when you do it in their neighborhood. Hey, y'all just set them up. What up, boy?
What's up, bro? How you feeling?
Y'all neighborhood. Well,
Man, being a
yeah,
community
that's great.
activist,
They
I'm
just
out
can't do
here,
it like that.
man. It's a bait truck.
Watch out for the bait truck. They're getting everybody out here, man.
It's a
My
bait
boy,
truck.
look, D-Rock.
They park
My
this
boy,
truck
D-Rock.
on this block, and when they park on this block, you run up
Bait
there, they
truck,
coming like this.
yeah.
And the bait truck. Check on y'all people, man. Check on y'all people.
Hey, Doc, they parked a truck full of Nikes open in the ghetto. Yeah. In the ghetto, man. All the kids playing ball. What the fuck you think they gonna do? That was set up, man.
And they set people up, bro.
That was a setup, man. These guys been on there all day. Hey, it's a setup, man. That's how they do us, man. I swear to God, man. That's how they do us, man. They some dirty motherfuckers, man. Dirty. Huh? Man, I don't give a fuck. I'm free. Fuck you talking about? Doc, I'm free. Fuck them. Yeah. That was just dirty as hell. That was just dirty as hell. Fuck them. Hell no.
Hey, they set people up with this bait truck. They park with a Nike truck in the community. When you hop on the back of that Nike truck, they take you right to jail, man. They locking you right up. They hopping out on you like this. Check on your people, man.
Yeah. Hey, you don't think that's some bullshit on me? Hey, fucking truck in the ghetto. Wide open. Wide open, man. That's some bullshit, man. Hey, wide open, man.
Hey, don't let them grab you, man. Disorderly conduct. They might say disorderly conduct. Y'all parking in y'all neighborhood.
Kids walk every day. Why y'all ain't found them yet? Right.
Y'all parking these big trucks in y'all
Y'all
neighborhood.
let motherfuckers snatch these kids. Y'all inventing crimes. Why ain't letting motherfuckers snatch these kids?
Yeah.
My kid, I walk my kids to school every fucking day. They can't walk by themselves. But y'all inventing crimes. That shit crazy, man. Only in the black community, man. Only in the
They
black
deep.
community.
And why y'all? Yeah,
Open in the black community.
they never show up on the scene while the government steal that. They want to duck for the bad. They show up when they leave.
That man can't even hear. He deaf.
That man know nothing. That man know nothing. Hey, y'all ain't catch that man with no merchandise.
Y'all been trying to do this to us all day. Unreal. My little daughter, I gotta walk her to school every motherfucking morning. My little kids, everybody else kids in the community, cause we feeding motherfucking snatching them with y'all and business crime.
Hey, this right here. Hey, this shit right here makes us see why people treat CPD why they treat them. Yeah, get his ass on camera, cause he got us on camera. Get his ass on camera. Hey! Hey! That don't count. Hey, I'll put this shit on camera.
Community activist C. McKenzie. Yeah, they got a bait truck. They left a bait truck on 60 something down here with a lot of Nikes in there. And when the guy lifts the truck up, the Nikes, why would y'all do that in the hood though? Man, they got a bait truck in the hood with it full of Nikes. They leave it in the hood, lift up, and when people hop in the truck, they pull up like this. And this in the hood on 60th. Ooh, that police use profanity.
Go ahead, man. Stop taking them steroids,
Fuck
dummy.
you, bitch.
You come in. Beat his ass.
They strong as hell with them vests on.
Hell no.
Ever since I dancing on their ass. Hey, the mission is not accomplished. Right plan, but the wrong man.
Well, we can sue them all the time. They can't do that. OBD.
Hey,
On day.
hey, how do that make y'all feel? Y'all only got one box.
He a goofy, old BD.
They got one box.
Yo, ass a
Two
car
people
rail.
for one box.
Yeah, man.
These the squad cars. Low key.
Now they driving the truck out.
They set people up in them bait trucks.
Watch out for that bait.
Okay, you all just saw that clip, and that falls under the category of fair use. And I would like to thank Charles McKenzie for, confronting police officers with this particular bait truck. Okay, now the thing I had to say is that, I was always told that from a little kid that, police are put here to look after us and police are put here to protect us. But it seems like, the same police, along with FBI, CIA, government, whatever, are here to try to harm us, to put felonies on us and put targets on our backs. Because that's exactly what you are doing anytime you place a truck full of, shoes or clothes or electronics in a poor, starving community where people don't have anything. Because, if you are in a community and everybody is starving and you put like a whole bunch of like food there, don't you think that people are going to be tempted to take this food? So that is what they are doing. The Chicago police, instead of trying to solve crime, they are trying to cause it by bringing this kind of stuff in the black community when they know good and well that they would not do it in Mount Greenwood, they wouldn't do it in Rogers Park, and they wouldn't do it in any other neighborhoods where white people are the majority. They only do it with us. Because, with this system, there is a system in place set up for our destruction. Even though in Chicago, we are supposed to have a black police superintendent in the person of Eddie Johnson. But Eddie Johnson has completely sold out and pretty much catered to the whims of Rahm Emanuel, who is, to me, is something a white racist type of mayor. And as far as I'm concerned, he gave up his black card and he has forgotten and turned his back on the black community. So this is what we have in Eddie Johnson, who is a police superintendent who would allow these kind of things to go on in our neighborhood. So this kind of stuff needs to stop. And I'm glad that Charles McKenzie, along with Martin the Crime Chaser, broke this story. And I came in kind of on the tail end of it because I was like a block away. So I came down there, and I went live, after Martin went live. But it's just too much to where they are causing crime. And as far as I'm concerned, that if they're going to go through the trouble of trying to bring a bait truck in our community, what about bringing resources so blacks can have jobs in our communities? What about bringing resources so we can have an education in our community instead of doing things to try to cause or to put temptation in the way of already poor and struggling people so you could put felonies on them and take them to jail? To me, it doesn't make any sense. It's absolutely crazy. So in closing, I would like to say for the stunt that the Chicago police and FBI and Eddie Johnson pulled, first of all, shame on you. And I would like to say, fuck you, Chicago Police Department. Fuck you, Superintendent Eddie Johnson. Fuck you, FBI. Fuck you, Rahm Emanuel, for doing this kind of stuff to the black community and sending in a bait truck to cause black people to possibly touch it and to go to jail. All of you should be ashamed of yourselves. Thank you for watching. Good night. Peace and blessings to all. Oh, and P.S. Anytime there is a shooting in Chicago of a black male, with what I saw the police along with the FBI do yesterday, and this is going to be like very, very reaching or whatever, or maybe it would sound like a conspiracy. With all the shootings that go on in the city of Chicago, I wonder, it might not come out today, it might not come out tomorrow, it might come out some years from now, but I wonder, is the Chicago police responsible for possibly killing our people and getting away with it? Because anytime you hear about things like this or shootings on the news, they always say that it was a shooting, but there are no suspects in custody. And who would be better at covering up a murder? That would be the police department. So if they could do something like put a bait truck to try to cause crime in our community, at this point I'm thinking, is there anything that Chicago Police Department won't do? Think about it.